Y'all, this video is going to be all over the place, so I'm just going to apologize right here, right now. It is what it is. But I promise I'm going to tell y'all some things that you need to know before you get a nose piercing. Welcome to Zamora's Live Diary. Hey y'all, I hope all is well your way. I'm sending you all peace, love, and prosperity, light, and blessings. With that being said, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you some things that I feel like you need to know before getting a nose piercing. Hold that thought. Okay, I'm back. Quick commercial break. I had to turn my music off because I don't have time to get copywritten. But okay. Nevertheless, where was I? Things I feel that you need to know before getting a nose piercing. These are some things that I would have taken into consideration, and I think they would have been helpful had I known before I went and got mine. Okay. I got my nose pierced. Oh wow, yeah, I only got it around maybe four and a half months ago. Okay, so it hasn't been that long. I don't know if you can tell, but it's no longer there. It's now just a black scar. I'm going to insert pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all a little. I don't know if I should tell y'all a bit of my backstory or just get to what are the things. You know, Jesus, we just gonna put this out and try again. This thing sinks into your nose. Be mindful and be aware of that because that can be annoying. Mine sunk down for the first. No, it started like the third day I started to notice it started to sink down, and I wasn't understanding why. It's something I googled it. Y'all know Google's my best friend. I googled it. I'm going to link the information below because I don't really remember the proper term for it, but basically it's something where in your skin it just sinks down. Makes sense, but it's annoying, and I think that it hinders the healing process. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, but yeah. And for me, I didn't want it to constantly sink down in there. That bothered me, and I looked it up. It's plenty of videos y'all can look up, and I'm sure it'll tell you how to keep it from sinking down. But mine just kept sinking, and now it stopped. It did stop, but it took a while for it to stop sinking down within my nose. So that was that. That's one thing I feel is important that you need to know. Another thing is it's kind of irritating. Oh my gosh, I'm sucking at describing it to y'all. I don't know. Let's see. Be mindful when you're in the shower, washing your face, all that good stuff. That when you are washing your face, the ring may very well come up almost damn near out your nose. That happened to me several times, at least 4 times. Matter of fact, that's how my nose piercing closed all the way. Yeah, because that's what happened. I was in the shower washing my face, and then sometimes you can even be. I was doing it gentle. I'm pretty gentle with myself, but and it just in that bar was pretty much. It was more so. It was about 90% out and only about 10% in my nose. At that point I switched out and I wanted to try the hoop, but the hoop wasn't closing like I wanted, so that was another ball game. And so with the hoop still being open, it made it seem like I had a huge hoop in my nose, and I wanted like a tiny miniature hoop because that's what I was going for. I just only had the stud because they say the studs are better to get those for the healing process. And that's another thing I think y'all should take into consideration. If you want the hoop, I say get the hoop first time around. Like if it's a shop that's willing to give you a hoop piercing, ask y'all. Just ask questions. And that's what I should have did because I never had any intentions on getting a hoop. I feel like I never had any intentions on getting a stud. I feel like I already have a natural stud on this side of my nose. I have a mole on my nose. said that's my natural nose ring. And that's why I initially thought I would never get or want a nose ring. But if I did, it would be the hoop, and that's what I was going for. I was only wearing the stud for the healing process. Unfortunately, the stud is all I ever wore because I didn't even get done through with the healing process. So that's another thing I want y'all to know. Just be extra cautious when you're taking the shower, when you're taking the bath. Like, I mean extra emphasis on the extra cautious, y'all. What else do I want y'all to know? I think it's important. The healing process. Mine was going on, like I said, 3.5 months, and it still was not fully healed. So be mindful of that. But I'm pretty sure your piercer will tell you all of that good stuff. But I just want y'all to know this before y'all even go to the parlor, before y'all even set your mindset up. Just be in the mind frame and know these things. From the piercer may close, it may leave a scar, nose, it may shed, all that good stuff. Like, yeah, in the healing process, thank God I don't have a keloid. No offense to anyone who has keloids or anything like that. But it's just a dark, deep scar, and so it's healing. So yeah, that was part of my experience. That was kind of some of my experience mixed in with what I think you should know before you get a piercing. So yeah, this video is all over the place. Bloopers out the ring. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is me. So like, comment, and subscribe. If I think of anything else, I will add it in and insert it in the middle. But I love y'all so much. Have a great day. At this point, I was so over it, y'all. Some days I miss it, and now I'm starting to see everyone with the hoop piercing that I wanted. So who knows, but I will definitely keep y'all up to date.